so good to be back here in South Carolina, home of the Gamecocks.
The iron Keyshawn soars in from the weak side, however, and is that done.
There it is.
Driven hard. The Gamecocks will take the series against their rival.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Gamecock Insider. I'm your host, Eric Scott. We're at the Rice Athletic Center, the home of Ray Tanner's office and so many other Gamecock administrators and coaches for today's program, which will focus on Gamecock basketball. Men's and women's teams both off to great starts this season. Both of them came out of the gate a perfect 7-0. We've got highlights from both teams to get into and a lot more detail to cover as well. I guess whenever you get off to a good start like that, probably means you're pretty healthy, and that is the case for both of these teams right now. Our Prisma Health injury update, good news. That's a blank slate you're looking at because there are no real injuries to speak of for either of these teams, and I think we'd all like to keep it that way. I know Don Staley and Lamont Paris would. That is brought to you, as always, by our friends at Prisma Health, the official team physicians of the Gamecocks. Speaking of Don Staley, she's never been shy about taking her team into tough environments to play. Gamecock women's team has made more than one visit to Cameron Indoor Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and they did that again recently. And while the Blue Devils are not ranked in the top 25 this year, they still provided a very stern test in a game that had its fair share of heat. Let's take a look at the highlights.
11-1 run for Duke to rally in the third quarter as we start the fourth. Third chance here in the fourth that they've had an opportunity to tie it up. Richardson loses the defender and knocks it down, even at 55. For Riley. Oh, Sweet on the hesitation and gets the land.
She's just giving us a little taste right now.
Cardozo with the position inside.
Fourth quarter is winning time, and Cardozo was a huge part of that.
.442 to play. 63-57 Gamecocks.
I'll keep playing through Cardozo. They haven't been able to guard her.
So the spin to the left, offensive rebound.
That is huge. You just don't know who it's going to be on any given night for the Gamecocks. That's how deep they are.
Hall with the exclamation point. Finish in the fourth quarter for the Gamecocks as they improve to 7-0.
Talk about balanced scoring. That's the fifth of the first 7 wins for South Carolina in which they've had 5 different players in double figures. Camila Cardoso leading the way with a double-double. We'll switch gears and go to men's basketball when we come back with more of Gamecock Insider, so stay with us.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and by Liberty Tap Room. Liberty Tap Room is the home for the Columbia Craft Call-In Show with Gamecock men's and women's basketball. Meet us at Liberty at 6 p.m. on Thursdays during the season for Carolina Calls. Liberty Tap Room and Grill, Cocky's favorite place to eat in the Vista.
Hey Gamecock fans, I'm Coach Lamont Paris. The best teams are the ones that are always willing to do more. More in the weight room, more in the classroom, more for each other. And it's important for our team doctors to have the same mindset. With access to more locations, more specially trained experts, and more personalized care, Prisma Health is doing even more to care for our team and our fans. Prisma Health, official healthcare system and team physicians for the Gamecocks.
And it's another big night for the Gamecocks here in Colonial Life Arena.
Throughout my life, my friends and my family have supported me through the championships and the challenges. That's why it's so important for me to lift people up, to help them overcome the obstacles in their way. Colonial Life benefits keep you prepared for life's unexpected moments, empowering people to achieve goals they thought weren't possible. That's what really matters. Colonial Life, keep unexpecting.
Good morning, America. Today, thousands of our teammates will make and deliver over 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally, in towns large and small. From the heartland to the coast, our products are moving and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose. We love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Farm Bureau Insurance wants to give you a VIP experience this baseball season. Visit usccontest.com and register for your chance to be Cocky's game day guest. Winners will get a special invitation to a game, an autographed baseball and ball cap, 2 premium tickets, a trip to the radio booth, and more. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Cocky's Game Day Guest is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, here for all your auto, home, and life insurance needs.
Welcome back to the Gamecock Insider, everybody. The Gamecock men's basketball program provided maybe a few surprises to the national college hoop scene with its 7-0 start, but for Gamecock fans, it has been a thrill to experience. Lots of victories, including a record-setting performance in the last home game at Colonial Life Arena. That featured a record 18 three-pointers made by the Gamecocks against George Washington. You'll see some of that and lots of other highlights as we recap Carolina's fast start.
We're ready and we do all the regular things that we've been spending time on better, you will win the game. I'm just telling you that. So take ease in the fact that that's where you can put your head, is that we're going to do all those things. We're going to talk, we're going to communicate, we're going to exchange what we're supposed to. We should have done that last year. That's ancient history. You have a chance to do it right now and moving forwards. That's what winners do, not after the fact. They don't play with no emotion. They don't play with low energy. They play with high energy.
Woke up this morning, feeling reborn, and it's like a new dawn. The misery's off, the energy's on, and I'm feeling stronger. Yeah, something's evolving. If I'm being honest, I would have bet on it, I was a goner. Cause lately too often, I open my eyes and my mood is just darkened. Laying in bed like a coffin, letting the negative thoughts win, but I woke up this morning, feeling anointed, I'm feeling chosen. This is the moment. I land on my feet and I'm ready to own it. This is the hour. I rise to my feet and I stand in my power. My energy boundless, astounding the doubters who counted me out. Thought I was defeated. Had faith in myself when I needed believers. I'm about to level up long as I'm breathing. Bet I leave a legendary name when I leave it. I'm feeling godly. I can't explain it. Feeling like something inside me. Like nothing can stop me. I'm feeling godly. I'm feeling godly. I'm feeling godly. I'm feeling godly.
We ain't gonna forget where y'all had us. We ain't gonna forget where they had us.
A 7-0 start interrupted by a loss to the Clemson Tigers on the road, but that was a ranked squad and the Gamecocks led for just about the entire contest. So Lamont Paris still feeling very good about where his team is right now in the non-conference portion of the slate. A big reason for that? Well, that would be our Terminix Pest Player of the Week for the second consecutive week. How do you argue with Meechie Johnson in a repeat performance? 2 more huge games since we last visited with you on this program against both George Washington and those Clemson Tigers. Meechie so efficient, over 20 points in both of those games and making more than 50% of his shots in each of those contests as well. So Meechie Johnson, congratulations. Once again, you are our Terminix Pest Player of the Week. More of the Gamecock Insider in just a moment from Learfield.
My darling granddaughter, when I was your age, I was given this camera. May it capture your big, beautiful life the way it did mine.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Grandma.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE for just $339 a month for 24 months plus $500 holiday bonus cash. That's just $339 a month on the Toyota RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
What does farm to table mean to you? Fresher, tastier food? Sitting down with family and friends at local restaurants? Sure, but thanks to South Carolina farmers and chefs, you can enjoy farm to table anywhere. That's because when you buy certified SC, you're supporting South Carolina farmers and getting locally grown food that's perfect for whatever table. So choose local, choose fresh. It's a matter of taste.
I was perfectly happy where I was. I just coached one of the biggest games of my life. Then, just 3 days later, I was moving to South Carolina. That was unexpected. But that's how life works. Colonial Life's benefits keep you prepared for life's unexpected moments, empowering people to achieve their goals and keep moving forward. Colonial Life, keep unexpecting.
Farm Bureau Insurance wants to give you a VIP experience this baseball season. Visit usccontest.com and register for your chance to be Cocky's game day guest. Winners will get a special invitation to a game, an autographed baseball and ball cap, 2 premium tickets, a trip to the radio booth, and more. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Cocky's Game Day Guest is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, here for all your auto, home, and life insurance needs.
Good hard work has earned Abrima Deba the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the men's basketball team, Abrima is a sport and entertainment management major with a 3.25 grade point average. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
Taken away, and then right back for South Carolina. Good if it goes. Oh, got it. Wow. There she is.
That's your Sansbury. Did you see that play? Much like Michi Johnson repeating, Malaysia Fulwiley repeats as well in this role. She comes up with some highlight reel performances, that's for sure, and a half-court shot to end the first quarter at Duke. Pretty special moment for her as well. Gamecock men's basketball in Lamont Paris right now all about changing expectations. A 7-0 start to the season certainly served a purpose in doing that, but that is also a series that is now being featured on Gamecocks Plus. So if you haven't gotten a chance to take a peek at it, here's a quick preview.
I view my life off the court as who I am on the court as well, just a very versatile person that's been through a lot.
Virginia Tech switches men on him to slow his momentum. Studi, step back 3, left side on its way, got it!
No matter if I'm here for a year, 4 years, 5 years, etc., they're like, all right, we're meeting for this common goal.
I want to be known and remembered here in South Carolina for winning. I want to be able to come back one day and show my kids and grandkids, you know, that 2023-24 team that went to the tournament and, you know, one thing is like, that's what I want to be remembered for.
They're going to think back to this when they're 50 years old. This is going to probably be their finest moment of their lives. I have a responsibility to help them have the best experience they can have. The hardest expectation to change will be your own expectation. It'll be your own expectation of what you think you're going to do.
I really feel like South Carolina is like a slept-on state for basketball, you know, because you got North Carolina and they call that like the hoop state, but I feel like we have some hidden talent in South Carolina that people just don't know about yet.
Hey, Gamecock fans. I'm Coach Dawn Staley. The best teams are the ones that are always willing to do more. More in the weight room, more in the classroom, more for each other. And it's important for our team doctors to have the same mindset with access to more locations, more specially trained experts, and more personalized care. Prisma Health is doing even more to care for our team and our fans. Prisma Health, official healthcare system and team physicians for the Gamecocks.
What is a team? A team is a group of individuals working together to accomplish a shared goal. A team is a collaborative partnership. Teams trust each other, strive for greatness together. A team creates something unique, builds something better together. This team is diverse, different positions that make us whole. Officer, nurse, electrician, counselor, this team is making a difference. Together, this team is making corrections.
Hey Gamecock fans, I'm here to ask you for your support of the Garnet Trust, the official NIL partner of Gamecock Athletics. NIL opportunities are an important part of the student-athlete experience at the University of South Carolina and across the country. Join us as we continue to compete at the highest level of college basketball. Visit garnettrust.com today to join the growing community of members ensuring our athletes are set for their future.
Good morning, America. Today, thousands of our teammates will make and deliver over 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally, in towns large and small. From the heartland to the coast, our products are moving and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose. We love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. I'm Derek Scott. Tiffany Mitchell is a name that if you're a Gamecock women's basketball fan, you not only remember, but you probably worship. She was one of the early building blocks to what Dawn Staley has built here in Columbia. We're talking about someone that was a 3-time All-American, a 2-time SEC Player of the Year, and a tremendous young lady all around as well. We recently had a chance to visit with Tiffany when she was in town to have her jersey retired.
Well, Tiffany, big honor for you with the retirement ceremony for your jersey. What was your reaction when you found out?
Coach Taylor gave me a call sometime this summer, but I was really excited when she told me, kind of surprised, a little taken back, but again, like, it's just a huge honor. So I was just really happy and wanted to make sure that I was here to be able to enjoy this moment.
You were a foundational piece in building this program to what it is now, where it's a national contender every year. You were a part of that in terms of really the first time South Carolina was a national contender, the first Final Four, the first SEC championships, several during your career. What does that mean to you as you look at the program now in terms of the legacy you helped create?
It's just an amazing feeling knowing that I was a part of that foundation. Being some of those building blocks to get and to see where South Carolina is now, and now they're known in a national light and as a powerhouse. Just kind of the growth that, I've experienced as a player being here, and also under Coach Staley and what she's taught me throughout those 4 years here. I just love to see, South Carolina excelling and being, like I said, that powerhouse, and seeing Coach Staley do so well.
You committed to South Carolina when you were pretty young. And I know you were a Dawn Staley fan growing up. Was it always South Carolina? Was there ever a time when you said, nah, I might do something else?
I was at the time not a South Carolina fan. I was a Dawn Staley fan.
Yep.
So being that I was from Charlotte, it was pretty close. I wanted to stay close to my family. Like I said, it was a huge support system, like with my mom always being able to get to my games when I was in high school. So I kind of wanted her to be able to come to wherever I went in college. But definitely South Carolina was not at the top of my list. They were on it, though, recruiting-wise. When I played AAU, they showed up to all of my games. Sometimes, like, the only coaches in the game or at the games. I could always see somebody from South Carolina, and that meant a lot to me. Like I said, because I just liked the relationship building part of it, and knowing that they were already trying to build that relationship with me when I was so young, and the loyalty they had meant a lot. So at the time, it wasn't a popular decision to come to South Carolina, so everybody was like, why are you going there? They weren't a top school. I mean, I think they had just got out of the WNIT. So it was a lot of stuff that people kind of raised their eyebrows, but I had enough conversations with Coach Staley throughout the recruiting process that made me feel comfortable choosing it. And when she said, once you come, just trust me, and I got you, and here we are.
Here we are. Well, during the recruiting process, Nikki McCray, one of the coaches here at South Carolina, recently passed away. Talk a little bit about her and what she meant to you.
Yeah, she was a huge part of my recruiting process. I mean, if it wasn't Coach Staley calling me, it was Coach McCray. She was definitely on it every single day, to the point where I had no choice but to come to South Carolina if it was up to her. But she meant a lot to me. She stayed on me. Like I said, wanted me to always be successful. And she could see a lot of myself in her, which is why I think she was always so hard on me, because she was a competitor herself. And she just wanted me to be great, which I appreciated, at that young age, having somebody that cares, just as much as your own mom. It means a lot, and definitely truly be missed. Even when I graduated, and was in Indiana the whole time, she would still call me. I remember talking to her all the time, making sure that I was okay, and checking on me. And it's unheard of, with some college coaches. You graduate and you stop talking to them. But she definitely was one that made sure that I was okay. So she definitely will be missed, and I really appreciate her for, where I'm at now in my career, because without her, I probably wouldn't have had as long as career as I had, because she stayed on me. And like I said, I appreciate her so much, and I miss her. I love her, but I know she's doing well.
Let's talk about the relationship with Coach Stille. What was it like as a player, and what's it like now?
Of course, as a player, you get a different side of the coach. So you have your good days, you have your bad days. But I knew at the end of the day, she always wanted me to be successful and to succeed. I think she just wanted to see it, that I wanted it for myself. And once she saw that, she gave me everything she had, whether it was tough love, easy love. She was there to make sure that I wanted to get to wherever I wanted to do in my life, whether that's not playing basketball. She put me in the position to just be successful and grow as a woman. We come here as 17-year-old, girls, and literally we leave as women going into the real world. So I think she just sets us up to be able to tackle whatever comes our way. So now that I'm out of college, we've had a lot of, adult conversations where I'm able to just kind of pick her brain just about, the real world, because, we're kind of in a basketball bubble. Mm-hmm. And once we get to around different people, different experiences, you have to learn how to adapt. And I think she's done a great job of just teaching me how to do that. And I think that's why I've been able to be so successful this far in my career, just because I just adapt to, what I have to do in order to, be great and be successful in what I'm doing.
Talk about becoming a woman. You became Superwoman, I think, by your sophomore year. Your freshman year, you were good. Yeah. But the difference between your freshman and sophomore year, you become SEC Player of the Year, and all of a sudden you're this phenomenon, and literally you were called Superwoman because of different things you did. What was the difference between year one and year two for you, and how much you were able to grow as a player? Yeah,
I think my freshman year was just kind of figuring it out, just came in that summer, really with no expectations, and ended up starting my whole freshman year and kind of just throwing out there. And then once I saw kind of what I was capable of doing and the positions and the resources, the staff that I had around me, they all wanted me to be great because they saw that I put the time in and the commitment to be great myself. So that made them want to pour into me even more. So I think that summer after my freshman year, I think I just made up my mind. I'm like, I'm going to come back and just be a better player. I didn't know that it would turn me into Superwoman, but I just wanted to be a better player, a better person, a better teammate. And just took that summer to really just work on my game. I was in the gym all day, literally nonstop, to the point they told me they kicked me out of the gym. Wouldn't even tell me how to turn the lights on. I'm like, how do I turn these lights on? I'm trying to come in the gym. It's like 2, 3, 4 a.m. where I'm just wanted to just get better, and I didn't care what it took. And it worked out for me.
Yeah, I always remember that. You were always, even on game day, you were the first one there shooting before anyone else was there. Mm-hmm. Right? You had a lot of firsts, whether it was an individual or as part of the program. Obviously leading the Gamecocks to their first NCAA Final Four in 2015. The Dawn Staley Award that you took home as the best guard in America. 2-time SEC Player of the Year, 3-time All-American, and the prestigious President's Award at the university. The list goes on and on. What stands out as your biggest accomplishment at South Carolina?
Man, the biggest one? I feel like it'd probably be the first Final Four. That run to the Final Four was just crazy, like from start to finish. I think a lot of people, of course, didn't have us there. I think that's what made our team so special, because we were a bunch of individuals that just wanted to play for each other and play for Coach Staley. Like, we would run through, a wall for her, but I think we took the identity of our coach. A lot of us were very hard-nosed competitors, just hated to lose, and that worked well for us. So it's kind of just like that Cinderella run where, no one had South Carolina in their Final Four.
When the South Carolina women's basketball team makes 3 3-pointers in a game, you'll score a free 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tender the next day at Hardee's. Simply download the Gamecocks app, show the Hardee's cashier the app offer, and enjoy hand-breaded tender deliciousness. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer brought to you by your friends at Hardee's. Participating Columbia and Spartanburg area restaurants only. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Let me educate you real quick. The lottery is not about getting rich. No, the lottery is about helping people, and it always has been. It was the lottery that helped raise the Great Wall of China. Lotteries maintain the roads of ancient Rome and helped to usher in Western civilization as we know it. The lottery forged a foundation in this country and then helped fund a revolution against tyranny that built on that foundation. And today, in South Carolina, the revolution continues. But we're not building walls or roads or bridges. We're investing in you. Every year, the South Carolina Education Lottery raises millions of dollars to help build an educated, well-equipped, and prepared people. And if you want to get in on the action, there's no better partner. After all, education is our middle name.
For over 40 years, Sound and Images has been South Carolina's corporate multimedia partner for live events. Sound and Images is also your resource for commercial audiovisual installations. Help your teams collaborate more efficiently with a custom-crafted AV solution from Sound and Images. Whether you want a single monitor upgrade or a turnkey AV system, we are dedicated to helping you incorporate easy-to-use technology into your space. And we offer the best-in-class support and service. Elevate your AV. Call Sound and Images today.
What does farm to table mean to you? Fresher, tastier food? Sitting down with family and friends at local restaurants? Sure, but thanks to South Carolina farmers and chefs, you can enjoy farm to table anywhere. That's because when you buy certified SC, you're supporting South Carolina farmers and getting locally grown food that's perfect for whatever table. So choose local, choose fresh. It's a matter of taste.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and by Liberty Tap Room. Liberty Tap Room is the home for the Columbia Craft Call-In Show with Gamecock men's and women's basketball. Meet us at Liberty at 6 p.m. on Thursdays during the season for Carolina calls. Liberty Tap Room and Grill, Cocky's favorite place to eat in the Vista.
We're back to wrap things up on this week's edition of the Gamecock Insider. That means it is time for our On the Road segment brought to you by our friends at Toyota. Gamecock women's basketball team will spend its Sunday in Uncasville. You're asking, where is Uncasville? Well, it's in Connecticut, and it's close by to the Basketball Hall of Fame, and that's what this meeting with Utah will feature. It's the Basketball Hall of Fame Classic Showcase, and the #1 team in the nation is there, the Gamecocks, to take on another ranked team. A good challenge against Utah. After that, both teams take a few days off for final exams. That is your On the Road segment brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And that wraps things up for us this week on Gamecock Insider. I'm Derek Scott. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.